I've not even like had a chance to eat my cereal or brush my hair this morning, and the SACCONEJOLYs are already back at it again. The thing is, I said in my last video that I wouldn't be covering them unless something happened, and unless you don't know, I'm about to tell you everything that's been going on with them because there has been new developments. Will they ever give me a day off? Anyway, I literally haven't even finished my morning granola and yogurt. I was so unbelievably optimistic in my last video about them.
I just don't think that there's a lot really that's going to be going on.
I was so optimistic. I said that, you know, I was convinced that Jonathan Joly's, you know, TikTok or Insta, whatever it was, I think it was TikTok, saying that, you know, he's going to respect the kids' privacy.
If you're a parent and you have children, you know how socially aware your children are. And that's when I start thinking, maybe it's time to not only, you know, stop doing it, but also to sort of erase it.
I thought that was a genuine thing. And do you know what? I don't think it is. And I'm actually quite a big optimist. I really was rooting for the fact that maybe they would have just taken their, like, they haven't. They've literally moved themselves and their kids over to TikTok. And it's so funny because they say that, oh, TikTok doesn't earn me any money. Why is he now making like short vlogs over on TikTok? He's now pushing Edie even more than she was already being pushed. He was documenting putting a ton of makeup, like nothing the matter with that, but literally troweling her in makeup for her birthday, like just pushing her out there. I just want to say that there's absolutely nothing the matter with like boys wearing makeup, girls wearing makeup or whatever, but what I just find is a little bit like is the fact that this should be something that's like a private thing, especially when you're like that young and you're like experimenting with wear it, like whether or not you believe in kids wearing makeup or not, it should be something that like you do in private. It shouldn't be something that is like, especially they're trying to experiment with in their own free time. Or the more cynical side of me says it's just them taking advantage of it. But yeah, I don't know. There was that really awful like apology.
I
don't look good in that camera.
What do you mean you don't look good in that camera? Okay, hold on, come on.
Right, Edie, explain yourself. No, because now they're good. No, because people would think that I am forcing you. Amelia, am I forcing Edie to say things?
No.
You got me. I know. You got me in so much trouble, you know that?
Yeah, because I said
because you sang that bloody song.
Where Jonathan basically said, oh, it's the kids' fault because they didn't check, you know, they didn't check to see what the words were.
But you got me in so much trouble. So, in the future, when you ask me to make TikToks, could you please check?
That was actually your fault, because you should be the observant parent who should actually make sure the song is educated and good.
And this Beetlejuice song that they were doing, and then Amelia very well pointed out that actually he should be the one double checking it. At least like when you have a 9-10-year-old that has more sense than the dad, than the parents, that is when you have got an issue. Another bit as well that I found really quite sad about that is that Edie was already saying like,
I don't look good in that camera.
Oh, I don't look good on the camera or whatever. And then, which I find actually quite sad. I mean, I don't have a 9-year-old, 9-year-old, but I would feel so sad if my child that young already said stuff like that. It's just quite, I don't know, it's quite sad to hear. And as well as that, Amelia said, no, Edie does want to be Edie because if you go into her room, she's just got loads of dolls and like, I don't know, it's just once again just talking about like the gender stereotypes of pink for girls, blue for boys. I don't know, I could just be like quite nitpicky, but whenever Jonathan ever tries to make these sort of tell the truth things with his kids, it always just comes across, it paints them in an even worse light, because kids are truthful. That's the thing with kids, is that kids will always tell the truth. Kids, it is what you see is what you get mostly, and they don't really hide stuff like that. They have like no filter, so it's always very telling, and I think it just paints him in an even worse light whenever he does any of these like tell the truth videos with his kids. I don't know, I'm so baffled that this is still going on. And the thing is that isn't all we're going to be getting into the fact that they then did this TikTok which immediately got taken down. I was actually too late. I never ever saw this TikTok, but I was sent messages, I was sent screenshots about it. I have absolutely no idea what was even in this charity raising awareness for child abuse. Yeah, they did a sponsored, probably, I'm pretty sure it was like paid for a charity, for an American charity, I do believe. So with this, so basically he actually commented back when someone said, oh, have you deleted your where's the charity video gone? He said, I've had to take it down because there were too many negative comments. And it's just like, will he even get paid for that? I mean, it's so unbelievably rich, him making a child abuse awareness thing. And I'm not insinuating anything, I'm just saying that that is so rich. That is so unbelievably rich. I'm not saying that they are like, I'm not insinuating anything. I'm just saying that for them to make that kind of TikTok, they got so much backlash for it because, you know, exploiting all of that about Edie, about her journey, about everything to do with that is verging on, in my eyes, that is verging on abuse almost. If you're trying to like safeguard your child, then putting them out in that much like velocity, in that much detail online is just the complete opposite of it. And surely that must insinuate that maybe they shouldn't be promoting a charity like that. I'm so confused as to why the charity would even reach out to family vloggers. I mean, it's just extremely confusing. I want this video to be like really upbeat, and I'm just so confused. I'm so confused. I came into the last one being like, right, yeah, they've done it. And now it just feels that they've just backpedaled and now they're just going and doing the complete opposite of what they were doing. It just seems like all they were doing was damage control. They were just covering up just any past evidence of anything that's now being shown. I talked about this before. If you want to be a mummy vlogger, if you want to be able to document your life as a mum, as a parent, go for it. Just don't drag your kids' inner mind, inner workings. Don't drag that into it. And I sound a lot more heated in this video because I I honestly did have really high hopes that actually Jonathan would respect their kids' privacy and would take them off. Honestly thought that maybe this was the turning point, and it's not, because all they've done is they've just erased their past, they've ran from it, and now they're just doing the same thing over on TikTok that they were already doing. You can already see that the video lengths are getting a little bit longer. It's just insane. I was a little bit less convinced that they had actually deleted all of their footage, but if you do go on their Social Blade, now Social Blade is somewhere where channel, like content creators or just anyone open to the public, can go on and check out a channel's views, subscribers, like basic analytics, see how much like their projections and all this, and like where they're going to get to, all of this kind of stuff. So if you go on that, usually if you delete a bulk load of videos, what will happen is that you'll see it in their views, it will say minus minus how many views it is. Now if you go on their Social Blade, if you just search SACCONEJOLYs on their Social Blade, you can see like millions and millions worth of views have now been deleted, like hundreds of millions of views have been deleted, which is like an insane amount, which does insinuate that they have been doing some deleting. Whether or not they have deleted everything off of their channel, who knows. But all I'm trying to say is that if you were just to privatize a video, it wouldn't say a minus, it would just be, it'll be nothing, because the views are still kept because the video is still on YouTube. But the minute you delete it, it will actually show up in your overall tally and how many views you've got. It will reflect on your Social Blade, it will say minus, because on everyone's channel it keeps like a tracker on how many views you've got at all times. So yeah, so at first I was a little bit like, oh, but it actually does appear that they have been deleting a lot of videos, because that is a mad amount of views to all of a sudden just like go like that, if you know what I mean. Of course they could have only have been deleting certain videos, but I don't want to be all cynical, and I'd like to think that they have deleted pretty much most of those videos they said they were going to delete. So yeah, would also like to say that Detective Amy has also concluded. Jonathan Jolie has basically said that now they're going to start doing live talks on their YouTube channel, like live videos, sort of like in a podcasty session. And Detective Amy just cannot see this going down very well. I mean, when you're live, you can do like members only chat, so you have to join to chat, which I'm guessing is what they'll do, because the minute they go live, they're going to have so much bombardment. Are they going to create a whole new channel for this thing or not? They were asking for advice on topics that they want to do. People didn't necessarily join to watch Jonathan in particular. Anna had her own channel, but Jonathan Jolie, people don't really join to watch him. In fact, when he starts giving his opinions, that's when things start to kind of dip a little bit. To Amy, that's what I can conclude with that. We shall see, but all I'm trying to say is they did not leave YouTube for that long for them to come straight back at it. But of course, they've erased all their kids, but they're still continuing to profit off of it on TikTok, probably because they know what they've posted. They can see everything that they've posted. Everything is right there to see. So of course I will keep you guys up to date as I always do on these guys, because I do know that obviously SACCONEJOLYs are the most requested. They are also something that I've just been following extremely closely for a few, like literally a couple months now. I can't believe it's been that long. That's honestly my children. Yeah, I need to go and find them now. I need to finish my serial, hopefully get this uploaded today. But yeah, I will be updating you guys with what is going on with them, because honestly it is just ridiculous what is happening right now. But who am I to judge, I suppose? Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day wherever you are in this world. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe. I would love to get to 3,000 subs by July. No pressure. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Mwah.